Hey, okay, so we're live. Welcome back to TarotVision Live. This is Miss Jamie, your APP IconicIntuitive, where we do things here for inspiration, intuition, and insight. So why do you think I've got this? Why do you think I've got this? There's a story that goes with this too. Boy, I wish I had something I could just kind of stick it beside me. You know. Or remember in the cards, right? You see Queen of Swords. She's always by a flag, and then she's always looking for red flags to pull you to justice. She rules the justice system, or in the King of Swords, especially if you're Libra or rising Libra of the high vibration, right? You bring criminals to justice. That includes narcissists, Jezebels, weirdos of all types. They're trying, especially thieves, stealing your money, trying to do all that. Thinking, you wish. You see this flag? This guarantees me success from a narcissist.
I can't believe you know this word for me.
Yeah, wow. I've been teaching it for a few years now.
Isabel, you're spiritual. Whoa.
So we're going to go back about a year and a half ago when I came back from Arizona. And one of the funny things was there was a moving truck, and this gal that's a friend of my husband's, my current, ex, whatever you want to call that. They were in the moving truck, and I was, of course, me. I have to be a joker. I grabbed my flag. I put it out amongst my flowers and where you sit and have your cigar, your tea. I had a nice porch. Okay, faced the pool. It had everything that I had prayed for, and I got the place for my dog. It had everything. It was directly in front of the pool that I always wanted a place with a pool. And in Washington State, you think you're going to find a place with a pool that close to? Good luck. And right up the street from work, good luck. So when they were packing up, they were in the moving truck driving away. My husband was helping them. Okay. So I grabbed my flag from the front of my door. And I was standing up in the parking lot, right, by some cars where everybody can see me. It was kind of like a podium. And I was running back and forth going like this. Giving them the queen wave, like the queen in Britain. Going, freedom, yeah, in America, yeah. I was doing that. Because it was a symbol of freedom from narcissism, freedom to be me, freedom to make my money, freedom to make as much of it as I want and not be bothered, freedom to be alive and to live in the way that I wish to live without you bothering me. Freedom away from Jezebels, freedom to do what I wish on my business without them getting in my business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I was running back and forth doing that. Besides, everything's about red flags, right? Looking for the red flags in narcissists, which we've become geniuses at now, right? Especially if you had to suffer your whole life. You always have to take care of people. You always got to bend over backwards. You always got to give up everything you get. The minute you say no, what do? Try to tear you apart and tear you down and put you in a shelter. That's what they try to do. And then the bitches get all mad because, well, I don't know, you're older, you're cuter, and you're more successful, and you're better at everything than they are. It's the truth. He knows it. They know it. And they're still on drugs. Can you imagine? So is he. Aren't you, Chris? Come on. You got to have it, spice up your sex life too, right? Because they're not as good as Jamie. So let's just put that out there. He knows it. He has to get high just to feel anything for these chicks. And he's not thinking about them at all. Ask me how I know. Just ask me. They're an empty vessel. He pretends in his head it's me. Isn't that funny? A man desiring and lusting after his wife. Oh my God. I mean, talk about tables turning. Oh yeah, remember that table? Boy, that table was turned and moved around so many times in that room. Okay. Mm. Oh boy. No, we don't burn angels in the fire. Don't you guys love Vanity? It's too bad she's gone, right? She was something else. Here's the thing, and it was funny about what's funny about Vanity is, she plays this character on stage, right? And the name is a play on things. It's a play on this Jezebel woman, that Queen of Wands character. She later became a preacher. Are we surprised? If I was on stage and performing like that, I would also be making and poking fun, kind of like in, you see it shows like the Can or whatever, poking fun at the idea of the Jezebels and the Queen of Wands reverse, or the Queen of Wands society. Right? And I bet you in burlesques and all that, a bunch of them are Queen of Swords. You have to be funny. I'm sure there's Queen of Wands energy in there, but you have to be funny. Right? You also have to be able to make fun of yourself. I make fun of myself better than anybody could try to do to me. You're a loser at it. Believe me, I've seen them try. I've seen them try to dog me out and do all kinds of stuff covertly. The joke is on them. You're embarrassing. Truly. What makes, I think, the sickest part of it is my age. Because some of these hoes are younger than me. And you look washed up. It's all the men that you let run up in you, and it's all the drugs you do, and it's the life you gave up for this impoverished lifestyle. You don't educate yourself. You'd rather go steal somebody's spiritual power, some BS, narcissistic gangstalking. You don't believe in freedom. You deserve to lose your freedom. I'm Queen of Freedom. Queen of Peace. And I like my peace. And I don't want a piece of you. But you want a piece of me? They want a piece of you. That's what they want, you guys. Because you give everything. You do everything. You can do everything. You invest in yourself. You are your greatest investment. They don't invest in shit. Well, they do. They invest in shit. Don't they? And if they have a job, it doesn't pay well. They go home, they're unhappy, they get beat up. Or they're going on the next lot call to pick up some dude overnight. Come on, let's make him jealous, or he's doing it. Can you imagine? What kind of life is that? And they get mad at you for being clean and being celibate, for being healthy, for making proper choices and living a proper life, an upright life. Eating well, taking care of yourself, right? So they got to do everything that Jezebels, they're homewreckers. These men running around, they have that Jezebel spirit all up in them. Look what they sleep with. What do you expect? It's a transference of energy. Energy transference. Demons love demons. Lilith in action. Can you imagine if you saw that in a microscope, what that would look like? A bunch of succubuses sucking on incubuses. They want your energy and they like your lovemaking because you provide energy. It's ecstatic. It's like the song, Ecstatic Process. Tell me I'm wrong. No, we're absolutely right. That's why narcissists can't handle when you put up simple boundaries. Simple boundaries, a simple no. And God forbid they play with this stuff where they need to feed on your energy because they ain't got none. They need to get a high to get even any little bit of energy in them, which is embarrassing. Can you imagine? Drink a cup of coffee. Take a vitamin C. Eat a freaking banana. Okay? Get some sleep. How about that? You ever heard of that? It's hard to do it where I'm at, but they know that. That's why they did all they did. At my condo, it was legal. And beach, if you think you're gonna get away with that, you ain't. If you think I'm never gonna let it go, you're wrong. You know why? Because I salute this flag. I don't care what you think. What do you, half the mofos that are also in office or police who don't believe in this, kiss our arse. I'm going to bend over. You know you want to kiss it. Dying to. Dying to. They're all karmic. With a gang mentality, tyrancy. You go where tyrants go. Not us. We still believe in free from narcissism and free to do what we wish and free to have our money. Not for any guy or crazy chick to say, oh yeah, she's crazy and all this happened and we're going to lie because we can go in a database and change papers up and do this and do that. We're going to hack into your business and lie and steal your services and keep you destroyed because you're prettier than me. Yeah, I know, and I'm natural too. I don't have any Botox. I'm not cut up. I'm not none of that. Any questions? Come on, you got questions, don't you? Come on. Or they think they're gonna like sex traffic you into something and just keep doing like some weird energy harvesting sex magician ritual. That's what they call it, right? They sit under these lights, they set up the bed and whatever, and they start masturbating to photos and weird shit. There might be a chick passed out in her Impala outside your condo. Who doesn't wake up when you're beating on the door? You're like, wake the hell up, wake the hell up, wake the hell up. Can you imagine? Ugh. And it's always the most mentally ill of them. They get mentally ill because of what they're playing with. You have to be psycho. And what does that mean? It means they're backstabbers, betrayers, liars, connivers, boosters, drug addicts. You know, and that's what's sad when you are with somebody, if they get into drugs, hardcore, especially mentally ill drugs like meth. Are you serious? It's every pervert under the sun is on that. And then imagine a group of ugly witchy chicks who gang stalk people, like that's their life, because they don't have one. All that time you waste doing something to somebody else. You should be working. You should be building a business. You should get your body in shape. Maybe you should not sleep with other people's husbands, or there's an idea. Maybe you shouldn't step to women up in their own home. You think that would be, or did you think that you were all that? You could do that to me. Is that what you thought? Of course it is. You know, it's really disturbing for when I see women who don't believe in freedom. Like, you're weird. Why don't you go where you get trapped, beat up, raped, destroyed, ruined? Also, you can get DICK. And you get mad at people like me or men like me who feel the same way. And they really hate the fact that their Queen of Wands reverses, Queen of Swords in reverse. They don't believe in any of this. They're trapped in the decisions they made. They want you to feel trapped. Or what? I never made those bad decisions. I made good decisions. Excellent ones. Well thought out, well planned, sometimes a year or two in advance. I'll have a side plan, and then whatever plan in the moment because I have great intuition. So screw you. Now what? Oh, look at her. She's so arrogant. Yep, I am now. After going through what I went through and still here. And they're mad because I still log into work. I still make my videos. I still work for myself, and I do it on time. I don't need to clock in to anybody else. I can clock in Mystic Sense, the company I work for, which I should be getting easy 20 calls a day. It shouldn't be skipping, skip. And I know they know I've logged in. They can see it. Like, wow, she's still sitting there logged into work. Yeah. What are you doing? You're focused on my work. Why aren't you working? Oh, that's right, because you're broke. You don't know how to fix it or get it together. You're a child. A child. That's why you need to get up on needy men. You're needier than them. So therefore, you both are on somebody else's ass, another woman or another male's energy. Like metaphorically and literally. With what would they do with whatever like weird thing that they do? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't care to know. That's what kills narcissists. They want you to know. They need you to know that they're fucking you over. It's like, who cares? You ain't fucking anybody, especially me. Nobody can cut you off faster than me. And I'll be the one to love you the most. I mean it with my whole heart, whole soul, everything, my whole being. But the shame, the sadness and the disappointment will be so great that I can't get past it. I just can't get past it every time. My heart will be wanting to kiss or hug the person. I just can't fucking get past it. I just can't get past it. And especially when they're still currently doing it, I just can't. And I'm not thriving still. I just can't. Even though with all the work put in, and I'm amazing at my job. It's already been said. It's already been clarified. It's been solidified. I've worked with hundreds and thousands of people by now. I'm a veteran. Some of them are veterans. Aren't you? I'm sorry? Aren't you a veteran and you're okay? Well, I guess we have something in common. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, somebody's King of Queen Swords in reverse. They're militants. Ooh, somebody got throat chakra issues. They misuse the law and abuses of power. Extreme narcissism to the upteenth degree. They'll do anything to win. Bad shit. And they hate the look of real justice. You're looking at it, bitch. Now what? She said BITC. Yes, I did. And it's hunky-dory. I can hear them running up in and out of the stairwells, things going off. It's always the sirens in the police department or the fire department every 5 seconds. It was like that at my condo, too. It was like that in Arizona, too. The whole EMT bit, and it's like, oh, come on. That un-American woman from outside her house, like, bothering me. Fake reports that I was dealing drugs. I went, are you kidding? I'm renting a room over here and trying to build my business. That's all I care is my business, literally. Why are you in mine? You should have seen the courthouse over there. It was flooded. So were all the houses on the street not long after that. Every place I went to, the water system and the piping was blown up. There's a bunch of water and stuff all over the place. Like in my condo, in my bedroom, the ceiling caved in from the people upstairs. There was a flood. I thought somebody died. Maybe they killed themselves in the bathtub, or what happened? That was the first flood. Chris fixed the ceiling or patched it up. You know what that's a sign of? I found out later what it was, what that meant. I was like, why is that's what it was. It's them playing with shit electronically and you being targeted. So they set their little people up around the perimeters, and then you're still not, I don't know, dead or insane or I don't know. So they got to keep on going. And then there goes the flooding everywhere at every place. There goes all the bad pipes. There comes all the fire department every 5 minutes. There's, the EMT shit and all crap. Weird tricks sitting out there with blinky lights until they see me coming out, literally walking back and forth like I'm an officer, like I'm a soldier going, or walking straight up to their window. And then them going, or from afar, you'd see them like they were going to go forward, but then they were looking for the first turn that they could make and went. Sometimes me. I kid you not. I kid you not. You know why? Because I'm American. All the way. All the way. And that's where I have time. I love my, you know how I listen to all kinds of music. I love music, but my country music, so that I can feel and get happier about something and be silly. So I can get down with the get down. Damn boys around here, they don't know. Ooh, that's right. Down to the riverside. Yeah, that's right. And that's how I would be with all of them too. I would point them out, go, ooh, snap. Especially if I bought those pickles, say, oh, snap. When I would be at the store buying them, I would go, those hot pickles. Ooh, that's right. Damn, tomatoes. Fools. Why do you keep on trying? Do you think the next tomorrow I'm going to be mentally ill all of a sudden and it's going to work? Or maybe she's going to be ugly today. Well, at least we can keep her broke and steal from her. Then she'll just be stuck at a shelter in a prison, really, just looking straight ahead with a mask on. That's what they literally want me to be doing, sitting there looking at my page, watching it skip for hours. Because the only benefit I have at this point is logging in. I have to be logged in between 12 and 30 hours at least a week. I pay the service. They get money from me in order for me to have clients come toward me. And clients call in and come in by the thousands. And there's only so many of us that's up there. Okay? They also know that the more reviews you get or the more people you work with, the higher your status goes, right? Mine has been at the same rising talent forever. These has been suspended. Like just sitting there going, skip, skip. They don't want me to get that. Same thing happened at Purple Ocean. But at Purple Ocean, you can do it in the same day. And it's not live readings. It's literally 3-minute sessions. They get yes or no questions. You can turn it in 24 hours. You can do it within an hour. And they kept messing with my phone so that the upload wouldn't make it within the hour. And then you're suspended for a week. Over and over and over and over, kind of like TikTok. Get on live. That mofo is going to do something so that you're suspended for a week. So they can look over in the appeal process. Yeah. Can you imagine how sick? Or to flag every single video that you do on YouTube under the sun so that there's no future prospect for monetization. Or so that you don't have like a building community because they don't want you to get, I don't know, tips or super chats or anything. The dumbest video in the world that I would make would get like, got like 300,000 hits in some stupid ass video I did for the first time on YouTube on a different channel. Because my content, whatever I was saying, whatever pointing out was good. Don't try to sit there and make me think that an ambitious woman like me, an intelligent woman like myself, and I know my talents, I know what they are, I know what my worth is. Don't sit there and come to tell me what my worth is or try to gaslight the hell out of me. Screw you. And then if you say, no, I know what I am. Oh, you're arrogant. You know yourself. No. Besides that, I have, I don't know, reviews upon reviews that say this. So, and what's more is I've had actual, I don't know how many times, countless every day, confirmations. You're just embarrassed. You try to destroy me physically, mentally, emotionally. You try to bully me with whatever crap you're doing. Go through my devices. How sick, right? No, I want you to just sit there in a chair and wear a mask and look forward. Look forward to nothing. Just look forward. That's what they want. But that's what you chose. When you plant seeds, the universe does what? It grows the seeds. When you plant good seeds, you reap a harvest, you dummy. Get with it. They're like, no, well, we got buddies and we get friends and we can do it. No, you can't. No, you can't. And no, you won't. Stop being, there's so, oh God, envy and jealousy is so ugly. I think that's why even the Bible, like scripture says, it's like the worst. The Most High hates that. It's the ultimate thing. It was vanity to still start it off, right? Like I started off with, was Lucifer's biggest fault. I'm going to be you. I'm going to take your energy and pretend to be you. Confirmation. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. That was the job. AFK alert. 2 minutes to respond. By the way, it's at Mystic Sense. The metaphysical mystique over there. I changed it in hopes that they would not, whatever, but they still found me. It doesn't matter. Yeah. All of this because of someone's job, because of my job, my money that I worked hard for that you guys didn't help me do at all. You just put me in bad situations over and over and try to weaponize vulnerability, try to harass me incessantly, abuse me, lie about me. Get on lives quickly. So come on, send weird targeted energy or something crazy. So she feels irritated. She could be karmic. I'm not karmic, you are. Karmics are narcissists. They create chaos or agents of chaos in their children. They abuse power, they abuse people, and they have no patience for anything. They expect you to sit around and wait for 25, 30 years, right? For shit that's rightfully yours. These are the same people who can't wait 20 minutes. Ask me how I know. How about if you have just something brief to say to them for 2 minutes on the way out the door? You guys are both leaving. What will they say to you? Will they act like that? What? I don't know. I had a sentence to say. Make it go along. I know. Hold back outside. Okay. Enjoy. Right? Icky. That's the truth. Icky and sticky. It bothers them that they think I think it's so disgusting. Yeah, I'm going to go to Porno Queen. How empty is that? That's why I said they got mad the other day when I said you may as well get a blow-up doll. And then all of a sudden it went, you have said something that hurt somebody. I'm talking about abuse. Mine. So clearly there's something weird there. So I was like, oh, okay, so they're revealing the truth there. They revealed it to me. Don't be mad that I'm always right. Don't mad that I am in the right. Don't mad that I am upright. I will always go right. I don't turn left. I can't turn left. I'm not on the left-hand path. They are. The left-hand path is not that a left hand. I'm left-handed. I was ambidextrous as a kid. Look at you. You think you're so it. You could use both hands. Yeah, I am not twisted. The left means reversed, upside down, backwards, ass backwards. That's what it means. It means being in the wrong, not in the right. Plus, to me, it's a play on Zoolander. I can't turn left. When a clock is moving, where does it go? Does it go this way, turning left to go backwards, or does it go forward? Okay, I'm just saying. Just putting it out there. That probably made him mad too. Please don't be clever or funny and show your intelligence, because that means you're not mentally ill. Remember how important it was for them to say that? And we know the ones that did. I will never forgive for that. And they only did that because they know how much I value my brain. That's why I took extreme precautions for years and always made sure I checked and double checked and got blood work and did it all. And they were like, no, you're good. You don't have anything wrong with your endocrine system. Your adrenal glands are great. There are no bipolar issues. Should I go on? I was like, are you sure? I just had a daughter. She passed. And no, none of that. You can go home okay. No Graves' disease. Nothing's wrong with your pineal gland, which is associated with what? Thyroid disorders. Your adrenal glands going messed up. The endocrine system. If your endocrine system is off, and these are some things that can destroy your endocrine system. Drugs.
I didn't want to.
If your endocrine system is off, that means your third eye is off. That means your intuition is off. That means you're calcified. That's why it's extremely important to check these things, especially if, let's say, maybe there is bipolar disorder in the family, and it does with many. And right now in the water supply and things like that, that's polluted because of garbage. It's getting in fish and whatever. So you want to be careful, make sure you're flushed, that you have a diet that is not toxic. Well, I pay attention to those things. Therefore, and especially because of the work I do, it is kind of important to have a good endocrine system, if you know what I'm saying, right? Okay. They want it messed up because they think, oh, now you can't do your job. Are you going to sit there and teach narcissism and emotional intelligence, relational intelligence, and being intuitive now? Probably not. And especially if you had the nerve to say that my shamanic life coaching or whatever you want to refer to it as is satanic. You have a lot of native tribes extremely upset. Since they're the number one people who believe that God is found in nature anyways. The great potter, the great artist, so. Gangstalking somebody and saying, oh, they're satanic. And writing it off as, well, they're crazy because they're satanic. It doesn't work. Chris, if you just go get checked, why? Why? Because you guys want to twist up something. It's already been checked. I've been doing it how many times a year do I go to the doctor? 4 or 5 times a year. I'm on point with my health. On point. That means not missing the bullseye. To sin is to miss the mark, is to transgress, going backwards. Okay? And I don't do shit backwards. I don't go left. I go right. Okay? Tower. And it's funny because I'm left-handed. But a clock doesn't go left, does it? No, it goes forward. Dumbass. They all are. Look, 5 of Swords. Moon card. They're complacent, stagnant, always worried and shit because of what they do, always moving on and jumping into dumb shit. Look, full reverse. Instantly going straight into things. Making bad decisions in collaborations and marriage and whatever, in business. And always fighting. Look at that. Let's see the moon's face. See how it's irritated, it's upset. Always has that face. They always have that face. I saw that face every day. My whole life, from different people that had big parts of my life that were in my world. With that gruesome, annoyed, angry, moody ass face that I hate. Yeah, I can't stand it. And always in the 5 of Swords. Always fighting. Always needing to fight you. Always needed to beat you up. Always needed to destroy you. Always needed to hurt you. Always needed to, call you names. All these things. What? And it's saying I'm delusional. I don't know. Oh, so you think if I'm gonna look at you guys and go, wow, you're telling me. The person who has to get together, a person who actually teaches the shit. That's my job. That was my business for years now. Right? Besides the hundreds that my sisters say, what are you reading? You just said it. Yeah. I had hundreds of books. They all got burnt up in fires or did whatever, stolen and all kinds of stuff because of, decisions of Chris and his brothers or whatever. I never saw them again. All my art stuff, everything, it's gone, burnt down, lost forever, stolen, rummaged through, you name it. And they did it to me in Arizona 3 times, and here again. Besides 2 weeks ago, robbing me completely, my entire purse, and then shoving me out. I had to get rid of all my stuff I bought at Christmas for myself to wear, new clothes, all that. Now I don't have the ID and all that stuff they need to go back to work. But they know that my work is online, so they can play around with that and just, Let's just have Jamie just sit there in a fucking shelter, Jamie. Just sit there. This is them. And I want you to feel what I feel, what I did, but I did it to you. So will you pay for that? Will you constantly pay out the nose for that? Will you constantly, every day, pay out the nose for that? I need you to. By the way, I got somebody to screw. Can you please just sit there while I go do that behind your back, still, and lie about it? And still want you back? Why? So I can mother you? That you didn't want a mother. Did you have one? What, these bitches can't take care of you? They can't cook? They can't make a fucking sandwich? Excuse my language, you guys. This is how it is. Do you wanna harass somebody else? Rather than me, they get on a live and here, guess what? Let's point all the cameras on them. Are you gotten in there? Okay, direct it at her. Direct it solely at her. Remember, I told you about my sister and Chris, how I woke up in the middle of the night. We was doing with the phone from behind my back, and then she was doing in the car in the front seat. It was the same day she was telling me and my brother. I was gonna say Jordan. That she was going to run up the road. We're like, whoa. And she was shaking me going, you're crazy. And we're going, what's going on? What is this? Why do you care if I'm crazy or not? And why would you be like that anyway, right? If somebody's literally mentally ill, crazy, and then here he is. Let's say you're in the middle of a divorce or an abusive relationship or something like that. You know what I mean? And they actually like in the middle of living it, because we all know, because you're in the trip from Seattle to Arizona to your parents to run away from a crazy ass situation with abuse, would you say, call me crazy, would you say you're crazy and insane and shake them up? Would you? Would you do that? Or would you be attending to their emotions, patient, or whatever, if they were acting up maybe or emotionally or a little upset? What would you do? You especially wouldn't do it if they were like God's country with your brother and like kicking it at the hotel going, yeah, yeah, yeah. You wouldn't. That doesn't even make sense. Does it? Or, okay. And Chris every 5 minutes with that delusional witch. She had the nerve to say I was delusional. I was like, what? I'm sorry, what? How long have you made a career of that lifestyle of yours? Nobody's more clear than me. Clarity, clear. You're on it. And I got you telling me this? Beach, go do some more and go screw the man. And she did. Are you kidding? Can you imagine? This is their mentality. And now they're mad because, well, they found out what rising justice actually means. It's why they've been, oh my God, at my home. This is narcissism, especially if you're a successful woman. Always interrupting my work. Always. Every live I do, every time I sit quietly to work, every time I set aside time, even now, if I set aside time for privacy. All up in the mix. I'm as strict about, there's what's called HIPAA laws, especially as a counselor or in health, that you have to sign paper if you work in the health industry or whatnot, you have to sign. I actually like to apply those to my job, my business. I know people they don't have one. They don't know how to build it. And they don't have the audacity to try. They could care less about yours. And in gangstalking, do you know this motherfucker will have me exposed to every dirty fool out there? Every backstabbing, betraying, lying, conniving, insane person coming after me. And they probably take snips and bits and probably put weird words and they do, I don't know. But I did catch them saying, yeah, the title of her video is this and this and this. So go away. Yeah. Having weird people on the streets, weird guys come up to me and start talking about weird shit. I'm like, who are you? Then accidentally saying my name. You just asked me for my name. I said, I'm purposely not going to give it to you, but you said my name. I'm not Beyonce here. I'm not asking you to see my name, bitch. First of all, I hate Beyonce. She's a hoe. And I think she had something to do with Aaliyah's death. You know what I'm saying? Now, why do you think that would happen? Just saying. That's just my feelings. Or maybe the dude that she married did. You know what I mean? Whatever. In that cruel ass industry. Look at Aaliyah. Anyhow. Right? It's always the cool, sexy, smart, and pretty, intelligent, sexy, and different ones, right? Aaliyah means the exalted one, by the way. And Beyonce and the Babel. Can you imagine? She has a book called The Babel. The Babel. Please. Who reads that? I would love to see this gangster sit around reading that shit, taking her words in. Did you not see her at the Super Bowl? The demon was trying to come out. Live on TV, we saw the demon trying to come out. This is what they get involved with. So you can't work in peace. They make a mockery of everything. Look at this ridiculousness. And this is at Angeline's shelter. I shit you not. I came to run for refuge. It has not been a refuge. In fact, I've been broken down, stolen from, and harassed, stalked. and made a mockery of, worse. Because they can send any Tom, Dick, and Harry up in here. And they have. They've sent women in here from the street, high as shit, taking videos and pictures and all kinds of crap. Probably for a bag of something. Probably for $20. Some of them, they probably have slept with Chris. Probably for cunnilingus. Like Alexis. Probably dying to say it again. Yeah, I had your husband owes me cunnilingus. Good. Go get it. All you can eat. The 31 flavors. Taste the rainbow. But I won't be included in that mess. You know what I mean? And that's how it is, you guys. That's why I've been teaching this for years.
Is that what you is?
Been teaching this subject for years. And for it to be live in action throughout the divorce, this whole entire process. It explains to you why it's important.
What's wrong with Michael McDonald?
Well, you can't go on Pandora on these reviews for business purposes, though.
Why it's important to keep your boundaries up.
It's just that it's only for business, you can't go on Pandora.
Okay, no, I'm looking something up on a Supreme Court decision, but I'm listening to music and then getting to the Supreme Court decision.
Okay.
Here I am in the Supreme Court decision.
She's a liar. All I was gonna say and everything. She came in here telling this lady to be quiet or do something. And it's like she's a demon anyway.
No, demon. She was slurring and tweeted
Just keep your voice down like I told you. Okay. You don't have to be in here right now.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Any other time. You are a demonic little person.
No,
Okay, you guys. Okay.
I have to get the information from the Supreme Court.
Just focus on what you guys are doing and just don't talk to each other and then you won't have to.
If you listen to Pandora, you can get out of it, still listen to the music.
I'm not going to edit it out. I'll just leave it in.
Go ahead. Typically, we do not allow that though. Because typically, we don't allow to be on any music sites. Just an FYI. But go ahead and put your headphones on. You guys just focus on each other and on what you're doing and not dividing us. Do you have a question for me, y'all? No, I was just saying, like, you need to. You know more than most people. Somehow I know you do.
All because I love my work. What a sham. And I can see the people that would think this is funny. It reminds me of The Exorcist. Remember how she was laughing? That's what they get off on. It's like, you know, a mockery. It's another reason why it was important for them to keep playing games, for me to have to keep leaving certain towns. They need you in certain places where they know what you're going to be surrounded by. Where you stick out like a sore friggin' thumb. And maybe if there's agents of chaos around you and craziness, their hopes was that you're going to be so destroyed, beat up, beat down, ruined, embarrassed, your business out you're not going to be teaching emotional intelligence now, Jamie. You're not going to be that shamanic life coaching person now, Jamie. You're not going to be doing any of that, Jamie. I'm sorry, you're who? You're who? I just thought of the who. You're who now? I'm sorry, are you the boss of me? And that's why it's funny when there's live, when we're doing lives, they always think, and they used to do this a lot at the condo. And it's, like I said, in Phoenix. Stealing services, writing bad fake reviews, fake weird comments, storming in, saying things like Team Rebecca, and it's like, who cares? Why are you telling me about it? Why are you sharing that with me? Why do you think I care? And that's what they're mad about. They want you to care. Care for what? He's still lying about it. Even though he put it in my face and he's went, no, it didn't happen. Aren't you embarrassed? No woman, I'm sorry, any woman that man is with is never going, she pales in comparison. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. And you can't make me feel any different. I'm just never. And I'm not even the top of the top or whatever. If they want to be straight up superficial and by those means, but they have to go to this lengths too, because they can't have me at my best with my business intact. Me in a nice hotel somewhere, doing my traveling and my studying in peace. Eating somewhere, having some wine. They can't see me. That kills them to think of me well dressed somewhere, having my salad and my wine or my coffee, working with good equipment that people aren't hacking and ruining and bugging. All that over somebody's work or their looks. What's it to you if I'm at all that? I ain't all that, right? So what do you care? I'm nothing, right? Right? Come on now. It should be the end of it. End of story. Okay, cool. You're right. All right, let it go now. Are we done? Because that's all I care about. Are we done? The whole buckets. For women to go this far, or to try to steal your energy, and these are ones who try to claim you're Christian. Are you kidding me? That is not Christ-like at all. You want me to pick you apart? Because I can. And I can do it really well. That's why you don't want to come and face me. And you'll get this attitude coming from me. I'm sorry, what? Are you dying to beat somebody's face in? Because that's what all these karmics do with these females. Ask me how I know. I was raised around it. They always want you to be the trash can or the rag doll to beat up on. Physically, emotionally. Ask them. Ask them. You're not allowed to anything. Not a decent little relationship. They can't stand the way if you keep a home, if you're a great mother, and they're terrible. That you're well-spoken or well-dressed. Or that you have any little decent, it doesn't matter about whatever the money. They don't like the fact that you're just talented and you're good at what you do, at your thing. You found your thing. You got your thing. Dance and sing, get up and do your thing. Yeah, they can't stand that. You can't have anything. They want it all. At your expense. These people should get the electric chair for what they've done. This is worse than probably being killed by Ted Bundy when I bring him up a lot because the incessant attacks physically, what they do all night long when you're trying to sleep, the money that's been stolen, the hundreds of thousands in the last couple of years, plus, I mean, I'm serious. That's the losses that have been accrued. shit with my kid. Can you imagine? Stealing my dog. Shall I go on? Don't. This is when they do something weird to, maybe if I try to powder you up, butter you up, that makes it all better. No, my money will make it all better. My money. Independence and freedom, you know what I mean? You ever heard of that? You ever heard of it? Freedom. Dum dum. Dum 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 dum. Freedom. Not sitting here working to the bone for free so you can beat me up and just do whatever you want to do because I won't come back or because you're jealous or some crazy bullshit thing. And it's always about looks too. They're so upset because they just don't look good. It just don't look good, or at least not to me. And that's all that counts. This is what I feel in my life and what I think. I don't care what you think. What you think is abusive. What you think is crazy. What you think is terrible. You're a thief. You're also a thief of people's dreams. This is, yeah, it is. Who are you to call the shots? It's always some Queen of Wands reverse trying to get up in the justice system. You belong behind bars. It's people like me that run it. They hate that too. If you guys have Libra rising and it's high vibrational, they hate it. Oh, it kills them. Don't be the Lover's card on top of it. Don't have a Jupiter in Taurus because that means you pretty much run banks. What if you had a Strength card too? You know what that is? Mars and Leo. That means you have endless spirit and drive and passion. You can't put out the sun. They want to though. Look. I want to hold you back so bad. I only want you to have little opportunities or none. Yeah. Since when? Since when? From the time I was small, I was getting Student of the Month awards and straight A's and winning science fairs. So fuck you. Right? They're like, yeah, but I don't want you to be, I don't want you to, what are you talking about? You don't want me to be well-dressed? You don't want me to be articulate? You don't want me to be good-looking? What? You don't want me to be healthy? You don't want me to be making good decisions? What will make you feel better? We're waiting. We're waiting. Well, I don't want him to feel that way, but he does. End of story. Most of them do. When you're a great person, you often end up being the love of somebody's life. When you're that great friend. It's a true friendship. Almost in any relationship I've had, we're really good friends. And could laugh for hours or talk for hours or whatever. It's just the way it is. They don't recall me being some evil witch who says things about their sexual parts or tries to kill them or run over them or ruin their things, take their knives and do weird shit or try to set them up in their car or do weird stuff in court or anything. Not even with child support. With one person I was with, I waited a decade and it was only because Alex said something. And I said, you want that? You think I should do that? He was 10. And I went, okay. And And then they said, well, you know, you can get $30-something thousand back support. And I went, no, that's water under the bridge. People thought I was stupid. They went, you're too nice. You're this, you're that. I don't care what you think. I'm doing what I feel is right. And I'm only going from now on forward. What he does from now will just show, you know, whatever. And that's how I did it. I'm not one of those moms. I'm not one of those ladies. I'm just not. I'm sorry. Some of them are jealous about that. And like I didn't have more than enough money to take care of Alec. Alec had more than enough. He had a lot. He had a lot going on. We were in our 20s. We had plenty of money as young people. A full house, everything. You know, his little trips, sometimes his dad would pay one way and we would pay the other way. I would send Alec money by Western Union, all that. Even he didn't think Alec deserved it. I was like, I know, but you know, Alec would come back spent $1,000 to set his room up for him. And he was a little brat about it too. It's like, you know what? This is the main reason why I'm doing all these things. When you grow up, you can't say shit. Big birthday parties, big little bashes with food, and I'd spend hours on just potato salad alone. The potato salad money was what I put into that. It was just, or the meats and stuff like that. This kid couldn't say shit. How many bikes this kid had? How many, you know, nice, you know, the money I put into his skateboard. That was almost $300. Okay. Then he fell or something and didn't want to use it. I was like, are you kidding me? While working, while taking care of a household of people and my father-in-law for 11 years. I had to give up my desire to go to the Southwest Institute of Healing Arts. And I still want to go. And I had already started to apply and get everything, the ball rolling when I was in Phoenix. And had my online intuitive work to supplement, to take care of me while I was there. Can you imagine how disgusting these people are? And they're lousy excuses. Oh yeah, I understand you. This happened to you. Better luck next time. You know, maybe you should pay attention more. And like, they give these weird advice. Like, shouldn't you have known you're an intuitive? You think you give good advice? Maybe you should have listened to what I said. Don't get robbed or whatever. That's the attitude I've been getting. Mocking me. Can you imagine? You're insane. They're insane. Not sorry either. They're not sorry at all. They just keep doing more. Keep doing more and more and more and more and more. To break you down, make you feel exhausted. And like I said, I'm more whatever than when I first got here at Angeline's. Completely robbed of everything. All my IDs, my passports, my phone, my money, the cash that was in there. Everything. Yeah, right the day I was leaving to go to Portland. Showing up, mobbing on me at the stadium. So I'd be working there as well part-time when they were scoring with this online too. So, you know me, I always have to be ambitious. They're just sick of it. Hate it. I actually used the shelter for what it's supposed to be for. And it should have been done within a month. Like it's this big of a deal to them, this serious, this. And these Queen of Wands are probably sitting there with their stupid food that they eat, which is always bad. Sitting there more than comfortable, but also very ungrateful. extremely ungrateful. And it's never enough. Never. Yeah, they're always looking at other women's bodies. But I told you they're narcissists, so they actually want you in sexually. They get mad if you don't want to take part in the third party things or the polygamy thing, if your husband cheated, for instance, or they secretly have been with women and stuff like that, and they're always paying attention to your breast or your ass, and they get mad or jealous that they want it, so they can go get twice a pick of men or women. Then they get mad if you can pick, choose, and refuse in your own way. I'm like, yeah, but I wouldn't pick, choose, or even whatever, but you choose. I know what I like. And it's not that. So, have at it. Yeah, I have no competition to you at all. I hate them. I really despise. It's so disgusting. Their mentality is so ugly. Ugh. And now that they know how to do the gangstalking, weird, whatever this is, shit, this, what is this? Coven stuff, or whatever this is, I don't care. It's extremely illegal. It's extremely evil. It's supposed to be torture for the rest of your life, is what they put you in. So they can steal from you constantly. They try to do some weird energy transfer. I don't know how they suck your chakra system to try to transfer it to them. Some weird ass thing using technology. And they need your face, especially if it's live. Yeah. And they know who's who too. If there's new members that come in, if you're like this bouncy person getting ready for the day and dancing or doing whatever, like I said, you don't need to get high to do that. You just naturally you're excited about life because you've got the job that you love and you're going to do some stuff. They get mad about it. Especially when the lies out there were, well, she's destroyed. You know what's going on with that marriage. I cheated with him and he wants me and now she's crying about it. It's like, nope. Yeah, she's in bed all day and she's, listening to sad songs. No. So if they see you out there, hey, what's up? And doing shit, getting down, working, looking cute, they're like, but I thought you said this. So they have to go all these lengths to manipulate to make it look like that you're just destroyed by this situation. I shit you not. I'm not kidding you guys. This is how narcissists operate, especially when they work in packs and they do this to you. Recording you. They love to take pictures of you and then enhance it. Say, look, she's not cute. Look what we did to her face. Look at her nose. Look at her small chest, which I like. It comes off young. I don't need, a bunch of fake giant. I know my sister used to love bazungas, big ones. She was always focusing on we have a friend, her name is Summer. She wanted big bazungas like that. When Summer is just average, C cup. It's just that she had her stature, And I know she feels some kind of way about breasts. Who cares? Personally, I like the fit look. Breasts are fine or whatever. I used to have them pretty large when I was thicker, and feeling tired and exhausted all the time. But personally, especially when I like to, get out there and brisk walk and do things and be active and athletic, I don't like bazungas going boom, boom, or hurting me. I like cute little, that's it. In my sporty bra. They don't even want you to have that. Believe me, they've done some disgusting things. Really disgusting. Reading the comments in some of the videos that are put out, those are real, you guys. The stuff that Daisy talks about, all that stuff. Who knew? I mean, I would have never believed it in a million years. Never in a million years. I still can't even believe that it's in actuality. Brujas and freaking voodoo and whatever the hell. And who knows what kind of gang they're connected to kill people, to spill their blood. They're like, yeah, I get to have their inheritance or something. So weird. It's so weird. Now she's poor. Yay. I feel good about this. I'm sucking her dry. My Arizona State stuff that I got over there for nursing. So now, which the job was ready, hopefully they can print out a new one. I don't have to pay all kinds of money for it. But at any state, anywhere I go, I always have like 2 or 3 jobs lined up. That's Jamie. I love to work and I like making money. I like being secure because nobody else has ever done that for me. I always make myself secure. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially. No state can do it. No guy, no friend, no one. In fact, they didn't do it. So, no shelter. This is the first time I've ever been in one. And worse off than when I first came in. With nothing. I mean, sure, okay, thanks for the extra meal because everything else is stolen. So, you know what I mean? I always have shit lined up. I will always be that woman. Why are you bothered by that? What is it to you? What is it to you? I wish they were in front of my face. They wouldn't be able to do anything about it. They'd just sit there and go with that weird look. Have you seen the narcissistic blank weird stare? It's scary, isn't it? It's like I said, the exorcists are just sitting there. Weird, scary. Like a bad, scary kid. They only feel guilty and ashamed because they're embarrassed. They don't want people to know that they do what they do. They don't really care or have deep feelings about what's happening. Like they totally can't even put themselves in your shoes at all. Not like how you do. That's why we understand them and see through them. And they can't understand us or see through us. They just don't have that. They fake who they are. Oops, she did it again. That's them. They play with your heart, get lost in the game, and pretend that they're everything. That's what they do. And laugh about it. Then move on to the next one. Or have several of them lined up doing that. And these guys actually like it. And then they'll complain and say that all of you hoes are this. Don't put me in there. Or don't you dare put me in that. Then I hate Queen of Wands. I despise anybody that even reflects it in the slightest. No, we're the ones that you want us to be the ride or dies that you treat like shit and beat up and then who does everything so you can go out with Queen of Wands. And then come back and hate on us and say, oh, women are this. But you love Queen of Wands. You love. So F you. Stay with your Queen of Wands. This is them. He's got a Jezebel spirit in him. A lot of them are King of Wands. King of Wands always likes me. Of course you do. You think I'm going to save you. You think I'm going to be right there. I'm going to be right there for you. Yeah, right. Go bend Queen of Wands over and make her do it. Oh, she can't cook. She can't do this. She can't do that. She's just nothing. Just sit there. An empty vessel too, sexually. She doesn't have that kind of energy. She can't produce healing energy. She imitates porn. She's a sex addict. She's loose with it. She acts like a man with sex. Like if a man had a woman's body, you ever seen those movies? What would a guy do if he had a woman's body? Look how he acts. Oh, wasn't there a movie like that? It was a comedy. The girl from The Notebook was in it. She's from Mean Girls. And it was the guy went into the cute woman's body. That's them. So the fire department's here. Will this stop the video, you think? Yeah. Let's just continue this later. This happened like 10 times the first couple weeks I was here too. Right? Straight out. That was from my condo. It happened all the time.